Hey guys, this is RiKO here for iBoxingHub with a special guest. Well, special to me. I think everybody knows this. Miss GB, Tasha Jonas. Legend in the game. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just chilling.
And just chilling you are. You're so relaxed. You're one of the most relaxed fighters I think I ever have interviewed. Whether it's whether you have a fight coming up or just in general. Like, have you always been like that?
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes I'm a little bit too relaxed at times, but yeah, generally there's if you can change it, why would he? And if you can't change it, why would he? Someone told me that a long time ago and it stuck with me.
It sounds like something a nan would say. Like someone that my nan has a lot to say about my life. That sounds like direct wisdom that yeah, she would try and relay over me. But no, it's incredible to catch up with you. How's everything been since the Mayor fight? I believe this is the first fight since January. Um, yeah, take us through it.
Yeah, it's been a long, frustrating old road to be honest. But the main thing is that I'm back out. I'm back competing, which is what I wanted. And yeah, we've got there's a plan. There's a rough plan, a rough outline when things are going to be, and hopefully there's not going to be any more waiting around.
I wanted to come on to that actually because obviously a lot of frustration from I would say you and your team side, rightly so, to be honest with you. I I think I've been asking you like when when are you going to get a date from like 2 months after the Mayo fight, but I'm assuming everything is okay with boxing now. Ben's obviously come to you guys and he said, "Look, I'm sorry, XYZ."
I wouldn't go as far as that, but yeah, we've come up with a plan.
Okay, take out
Um,
the story bit.
yeah, yeah. It's a long story. So yeah, it is what it is. We're doing what we need to, and then we'll get where we're going. That's it.
Yeah, wicked, wicked. That's what we love. That's why I don't care. I just want to see you out. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna retire beginning of this year, but just obviously going on to that plan. So you're fighting, and I'm so sorry, my lovely Ivana Habazin. I'm
Aberdeen,
sorry.
I think.
The
Aberdeen,
one.
Aberdeen, whichever way you want to say it.
I can't say either way, but you said it. So you're going to be fighting Ivana. Um, First, as I said, first obviously fight since January. Now I'm assuming this is just to kind of get you back out. Um, sort of a little run around and run out until sort of I'm assuming a big fight with you and Lauren next year.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're. Well, I know that's what I'm contracted to do. I don't know about there. And yeah, I was just a little bit disappointed we couldn't get some of the what I believe are bigger fights. Um, but it is what it is.
Okay. Do you feel well? First, let's go back to the Mayor fight. Obviously Maya's fought Sandy since then, and uh, got her world title off of her. But just looking back on sort of reflection, what have you taken away from that Maya fight?
I think there was definitely lapses in concentration. I think I started really well. I let it come back, and then I finished really well because I had to, and I had to dig deep, and I made it difficult for myself in the middle round, just through switching off and losing a bit of concentration. Um, but the positives is I know that I can dig deep when I need to and get the result when I need to. So grind it out. Um, so yeah, I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I really do rate Maya, and I actually did think she was going to beat Sandy. To be honest, I haven't seen the fight because I do know how people say it was close and whatever. The whole paint incident, and so I haven't seen the fight in full. But I did think before the fight that it would be a good fight. It would be close. Anyone, any top level elite um, champion in their own right is going to be a tough fight. So I knew it'd be close, but I just thought that Maya would nick it, and she did.
Now, people, not me. I absolutely thought you beat Maya quite convincingly, but there's obviously those people that have said it was, giving it to her, or said obviously the fight was a lot closer than it was, or what have you. Do you find that you need a dominant performance against Ivana to kind of, push the doubters away, as it were?
No, I think that result hurt it a little bit. That's why both of us were so keen to get the rematch on.
Mm.
And we literally, like, I worked with Michaela and her team and George and Top Rank to do everything. It was quite obvious come the end of summer that it wasn't going to happen through Boxer. We tried to do it with Top Rank. Top Rank even tried to do it with Queensbury,
Was
and
this
it
the
just,
both of you? Sorry, chap.
yeah.
So the both of you wanted this fight. The both of you said, okay, obviously Top Rank her side. Yes, we're fully on it. Then is that
But
kind
so
of where everything?
we tried to get it on with Boxer originally, and they just dates were coming and going, and they wasn't happening. The supposed dates that were happening. So when it became quite obvious that it wasn't going to be done through Boxer anytime soon, then we went and had a discussion with Top Rank to have it with them. I agreed all my terms with Top Rank. Uh, they thought that the fight would be bigger over here in the UK, so they wanted to put it on a Queensbury show, which I think was the 31st of August. And I don't really know what agreement Top Rank had between Queensbury and what happened between Boxer and Queensbury. But there was a breakdown somewhere, and I don't really know where the breakdown was. And then, obviously, then there was no date in sight at all. So Maya's gone off, and rightly so, gone and found herself another fight in Sandy, and I was still waiting up until now. So
Okay, damn it, then. All right. So with and at least we're here now. At least we're here now.
yeah, that's what I mean. And to be fair, like, it is.
Because your coach is sorry, champ. Just quickly before I forget, you know how I am. Because your coach, obviously, I did see an interview where he was just, and rightly so, Mr. Gallagher was like, look, I've actually said to Tasha that I want you to retire from the sport. I was kind of going to my screen like, no, stop it. No, I'm joking. But he really cares about you, and from what obviously he had said, and I'm obviously paraphrasing here. He's tried to convince you to retire because obviously you guys were waiting for so long for that particular date. But how do you feel? How did you feel about him saying that?
Like, me and Joe are very open and honest with each other. Like, he has said that before, and it's not. I think it's because he's like, why wait? Just to please everybody else. I think. But for me personally, there's still things that I'm not satisfied with that I need. I need to do, or I need to at least attempt before I retire, and then I
What
can
are
leave.
those things, Tash? You're a multiple weight world champion. Olympic.
No, I know.
Uh,
I
what
think
are they?
A Katie Taylor fight, definitely with fans. I think we both deserve that. And then I may a rematch, which is two fights we kind of wanted before Lauren, because I believe they're bigger, but I don't think Boxer agreed.
Interesting. Interesting from Boxer, but yeah, they do interesting stuff. So, just obviously moving on. You said the Katie Taylor rematch there. That's something that I want to see. Obviously, you guys fought behind closed doors, and again, like Katie, both of you have just been, you pretty much fought everybody, and I hate to say it, but it is sort of a rare thing in this kind of climate where, whether it's male or female boxing, where you can actually say you've fought pretty much everybody within all of the divisions that you've been fighting on. What did you think about the Serrano Taylor fight, second one?
So when I watch Katie and Serrano, even the first one, I start with my little Sky head on, and I just manually like clock up the score in my head, and I think, right, that's 10-8, that's that's a whatever, and then something happens, and it just blows my mind, and then I forget about the scoring. But I remember getting to the end of this fight and thinking that was very close, but I think Katie's just nicked it. I thought her work was a little bit more effective than Serrano's. I thought Serrano threw a lot of shots. Basically, I think when the cut opened up in the 7-4-8, Serrano just panicked and thought this is going to get stopped, and just totally went away from the game plan, which was, if she would have stuck to the game plan, she probably could have won. But I understand why she's done that, because when a horrendous cut like that happens, you just go into blind panic.
Do you
And then
feel like
Katie was just aiming for it, which is what any normal boxer would do, unfortunately.
How do you feel about Katie's performances, though? Like, sort of comparing the two Serrano fights, I would say the first one, there was, Katie's known sort of for her quick, quick rapid punches and clean, effective work. Personally, and I've said this a lot, I've seen sort of a decline from that. And as you would, obviously, Katie's been in wars and wars and wars and wars. But there's those people that have the criticism of Katie, in which they'll say, she tends to lead in more with that headbutt as her fights are going on now. What would you say?
I definitely think it's accidental. I don't think she means to do it, but it's part of her style. So, because she throws like a fast flurry of four, but comes in with it. But as she's coming in, obviously her body and mainly her head comes in with it first. So that's the kind of, it goes boom, 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 boom with the head.
Yeah.
But it's because she's rushing in, because she tries to close the gap before you can get your shots off. So she gets her 4 little quick shots off, and then she's so close to you that you can't get anything off. But that's how the clash happens, because she rushes in behind the 4 shots. So as accidental as it is, I don't think she can. I just think it's part of her style that she's probably not going to be able to change. But the good thing about what happened there was that was the first referee brave enough to take a point off. So I think for any fights after that, it'll be something, because I remember there was a whole clip of Jamie Moore saying it for the second fight about, ref, please watch ahead, please watch ahead.
Yeah,
I think
that was wild.
I think Pursoon complained about it in her fight, and it was definitely something I know I felt in my fight with her. So it's not something, I genuinely don't think she means it, but it is definitely something that's part of her repertoire.
I've seen the repertoiring. I can't lie, and I love Katie Taylor, man. I do. No one's a bigger advocate of women's boxing for me, but I've been watching Katie for a while, and I see her style, and yeah, it's definitely interesting. But obviously with yourself being an icon, Katie, how do you feel about women's boxing right now? From where you and so many others have helped it, get to where it is. Like, how do you feel about the current state of women's boxing?
I think it's in a great place. I think, visibility was key in 2012, because we always knew how good it was. We just needed the world to see it and the people to support us in it. After that happened, the growth in carded females ready to box grew, I don't even know, 60, 70+%. Then that continued the journey onto pro boxing. Now, Katie, for us here, opened a lot of doors. Once she was with Matchroom, every platform, televised platform, Channel 5, Sky, DAZN, TNT, they insisted that there was females as part of the card, or as part of your stable. And so that was massive. Even speaking to Jane Couch and stuff about, how she was struggling to get on shows, how much she was paid, how poorly treated she was. If you think about her story and where we are now, like, it's unbelievable that we've come this far. It's been a slow process, but we're here now. What I hope doesn't happen is that it stops with us. I hope that, the young ones coming through, like your Caroline Dubois, like your Cindy's, like your Hannah Robinsons and all that. I hope they continue that journey and doesn't just stop when, kind of our crop fades.
Who would you say? Because you mentioned sort of that next generation. But I mean, you guys, like I said, you, Katie, the Delphines, like you planted the seeds of these fresh younglings to come through. Who's your favorite out of this new generation sort of coming through? Who's your favorite out of the bunch?
I think the one that's going to cause the most problems is Cindy, but I also really highly rate Hannah Robinson as well.
Okay.
But, we haven't seen the likes of, Shona Whitwell turn over yet. Maybe we see Amy Broadhurst. Maybe we see, I'm trying to think now. We might see a whole new crop turn over with Gemma Atkinson. So that will be interesting, and that creates a domestic rivalry just in that little pool where
I know,
something to get behind, and there's a bit of needle. Everyone loves a story, and I think they potentially have got something to be able to build that up. And then you've got, Ireland's Kelly Harrington as well, and maybe does she go on to, be a 3-time Olympian? Does she go over to pro? And there's stories to be made, and yeah, there's work to be done as well.
I'm really looking forward to the future, definitely. From and I mean, obviously, like you just mentioned, there you got the Caroline Dubois, Rhiannon Dixon's, Beatrice Ferreira's. I think, yeah, I think we're in good hands with those ones there. Just a couple of questions for myself, and thank you again, Tasha. I need to get your opinion about something because I should have asked you this a little bit. No, do I ask you controversial stuff? No, I don't. I like to word it nicely though, so I get away with it. No, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. What did you think about it?
I stopped watching after round 3, to be honest. Yeah, I thought it was a big come down from the Katie Taylor fight. And there's rumours about things in contracts and him holding back, because when you looked at the training videos, you was all thinking, okay, Mike still got something, and then put it in a fight situation, and I think we've seen his age catch up with him. But yeah, for me, for that whole Jake Paul, KSI misfits, unfortunately, even Tommy Fury, like I see it as, there's MMA, there's Olympic style wrestling, and then there's WWE, and that's that's kind of how I
WWE is real, Tasha. Okay, can you use it completely different? Can you use a different?
So
I know what you say.
It's entertainment, and it's different. It grabs a different audience, and I don't think if you're a boxing purist that's you're going to look at that and take it serious. It's only people of, I don't know, a certain demographic that do, or a certain age that like it, and you just take it for what it is, which is entertainment.
Oh, for me, it was exactly like you said. I forced myself to watch it. I think I was doing a watch along for it, but it was kind of just like, boxing takes incredible strides, and then you just get this stuff. There's actually a DAZN pay-per-view now that's on, but I chose Excellence over that. But what do you think about so with obviously Riyadh season with His Excellency, do you think that he will or he should sort of invest more within the women's boxing? I know we had the first world title fight that happened in Saudi Arabia with Sky Nicholson, but do you, you know, with all of the with the major push that he's giving into sort of the men's division, do you feel, you know, that they kind of need to step it up within the female?
I mean, what I feel, uh, I think what I hope doesn't happen is that a lot of the best fights and best cards are getting pushed there.
Hmm.
And to be fair, if you're a boxer that can compete in them weights that seem to be buzzing over there, you'd be stupid not to. We are people that prize fighters that fight for money. So if you're getting offered a certain amount here and then 5 times that somewhere else, you'd be stupid to turn that down. So I understand why boxers do there, but I don't. It's not for the fighters that aren't in them weights, or for the female fighters that potentially aren't going to get that opportunity to go over there. Boxing here is being kind of left. There hasn't been that many great domestic shows this year above across the board. So I do feel like domestic boxing is suffering a little bit because of that. And like I say, I totally understand why people are going there to do it, and I get the reasons why, but like it just harms the sport here, men and women, regardless.
That's an interesting take on that, actually. And it's sort of just two more. Galal Yafai and Sonny Edwards prediction, and how do you see the fight going? It's not a head scratcher. Come on.
I think it's a tougher fight than people think. And you'd never want to bet against Sonny just through experience and the fights that he's been with already.
Mm.
But I also think we haven't seen the best of Galal because he hasn't really had to show it. And I think when he's got that bit of fear, when he knows he has to perform, when he's had that them back and forths, Sonny is the worst person that you ever want to get into banter and back and forth with, because he just wipes
He
the
doesn't
floor with
stop.
anyone and everyone, and he's just no bars hold. He just doesn't hold back at all. He just goes for the jugular. So yeah, I think with that grit between his teeth, and that young, fresh, and wanting to prove himself, that it is nice, but never underestimate Sonny.
So you're going Sonny Edwards points, right?
I'm going to go Galal, but like I say, honourable mention to Sonny, because he's been in some big nights, some great fights, and yeah, I think experience. If it was experience, could win him, because he's boxed in every which way. Like against, it was a Tete. He had to keep moving. He couldn't keep still for 1 second, and he managed to do that for 12 rounds. And yeah, it's not gonna. I do think it's a fight that goes to points. I don't think anyone's gonna stop anyone, but I think it probably favours Galal.
That is I can't lie. You're the very first. This is why I love interviewing you, Tasha. Every you're like the first person that said that to me. Know that of any
Said,
of the predictions.
said Galal.
Yes,
Oh
the
wow.
first. I swear, I'm gonna go on a call like after this and be like, guys, you know what you said. No, but thank you so much. And the final question
Oh
is
God,
out of
don't tell Sonny. Sonny will be on me.
I promise I will not. I'm not gonna add it in the. I'm not gonna add it in the description thingy. Um, no, but thank you so much, Tasha, again. And like I said, I love interviewing you, and because apart from everything that you've sort of given to the sport, you're just an incredible person. And which leads me to this question. Out of everything that you've done sort of in your life within boxing and everything, what's, out of all your achievements, what's the biggest thing that you would have wanted to be remembered by?
That I wouldn't want to be remembered by.
That you would want to be remembered by? That you
Would
want to
or
be
wouldn't?
remembered by the most?
Um, God, I don't know. I think more than achievements, I'd rather be remembered for the person that helped other women come through or make a statement or whatever it is. Not necessarily for my own achievement. It's like the help or the pathway for others, I think.
Incredible. I it was a tough question actually, and I think I worded it so ridiculously, but that's an incredible answer. But I just want to say thank you again so much for your time. You always give me your time when I ask, so it's yeah. Is there anything you want to say to the fans before we go?
Thanks for sticking with me. It's been emotional. The best chapters of the book are yet to be written, so stay close.
So wise, so wise. Okay, I love it. This has been RiKO Boxing with Miss GB, Natasha Jonas, my fave in this life. So thank you so much, and I hope you have an incredible day.
Thank you very much.